the annals of unsolved mysteries, one case stands out, haunting us with its silence: the enigma of the Somerton Man. A tale of mystery that continues to baffle us began on the first day of December 1948. On the sands of Somerton Beach in Adelaide, South Australia, was discovered an unknown man. His lifeless form lay there, a silent testament to a story we can only guess at. His identity, a riddle that remains unsolved to this day. His pockets were empty of any identifying documents. No passport, no driver's license, not so much as a single business card. The labels on his clothes had been meticulously removed, as if to erase any hint of his origins. The man was a blank slate, an enigma wrapped in a mystery. The cause of his death was just as puzzling. No visible signs of trauma, no evidence of a struggle. The man seemed to have simply lain down on the beach and expired. It was as if he had chosen to exit this world, leaving no trace behind, save for his physical form. Yet his body bore no signs of a life lived in obscurity. His hands were not those of a manual laborer, but of someone accustomed to a softer life. His feet too hinted at a life far removed from the rugged Australian outback. He was a man out of place, a puzzle piece that didn't fit. As the police delved into the case, the mystery only deepened. Who was this man? Where had he come from? What sequence of events had led him to this lonely beach on that fateful December day? Questions abounded, answers were scarce, and so the tale of the Somerton Man began. A tale of a man who died in obscurity, yet whose memory lives on in the collective consciousness of a nation. A story that continues to perplex us, to challenge us, to haunt us. Who was this man, and why did his story end on that desolate beach? The mystery deepened when investigators uncovered a series of bewildering clues. As they delved into the enigma of the unknown man, the investigators came across a concealed pocket in his trousers. Nestled within the hidden folds of fabric, they found a scrap of paper with the words "Tamam Shud" printed on it. The phrase, originating from a Persian poem, translates to "ended" or "finished." This peculiar detail sent a shiver down the spine of those who discovered it, adding another layer of intrigue to the already mysterious circumstances surrounding the man's demise. The investigators, fueled by their curiosity, began to dig deeper. The scrap of paper led them to a public library, where they found a copy of the Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam, a collection of Persian poems. This book was no ordinary copy, though. It held its own secrets, bearing the same phrase, "Tamam Shud," missing from its final page. The words on the scrap of paper were a perfect match to the torn page in the book, further binding the unknown man to this cryptic clue. But the mystery didn't end there. In the vicinity of the beach where the man's lifeless body was found, investigators discovered a car. The vehicle seemed ordinary at first glance, but a closer look revealed a hidden compartment. Inside this concealed space was the same book, the Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam. This book, however, was not just a mere copy of the poems. It was filled with unexplained scribbles, resembling a code or cipher, and a phone number, a promising lead in this bewildering case. The discovery of these cryptic clues, the scrap of paper, the cryptic book, the car with the hidden compartment, seemed to offer a glimmer of hope in unveiling the identity of the unknown man. But instead of providing answers, they only raised more questions, further shrouded the case in mystery, and intensified the intrigue. But these clues only served to deepen the enigma. Within the cryptic book, a secret waited to be unearthed. Our story delves deeper into the enigma as we flip open the pages of a tiny, concealed book found in a hidden compartment in the unknown man's car. This book, a collection of English poetry by Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam, was no ordinary read. Tucked away in its final page was a series of letters, seemingly nonsensical at first glance. But this was not the work of a bored reader. No, this was a code, a cryptic message that begged to be deciphered. The code was peculiar, a string of letters arranged in groups, each group separated by a line. It read like an alien language, a secret script that held the key to unveiling the man's identity. The code was hastily scribbled, as if written in a hurry or under duress. But it was clear that each character had been chosen with care. The Australian police enlisted the help of the best cryptographers in the nation, and even reached out to international experts. The code was a tantalizing puzzle, a challenge that drew in some of the brightest minds, each eager to unlock its secrets. But no matter how they twisted and turned it, no matter what cipher or decryption method they applied, the code refused to yield its secrets. Some proposed it was a poetic form of shorthand. Others suggested it was a complex military cipher. There were those who even suggested it was simply a hoax, a prank to lead investigators astray. Theories abounded, but the truth remained elusive. The code, much like the unknown man, was an enigma wrapped in a mystery. Despite the relentless efforts of the investigators, the code remained unbroken. The cryptographers were left confounded, their skills and knowledge challenged by this unyielding cipher. And so the code, this tantalizing piece of the puzzle, remained just out of reach, its secrets guarded as fiercely as those of the unknown man. The code, like the man himself, remained an impenetrable mystery. As if the mystery wasn't complicated enough, an unknown woman entered the picture. A character shrouded in ambiguity, as if plucked from the pages of a gripping novel. She claimed to have given the book, the very book that bore the cryptic code, to a man she couldn't identify. An assertion that would seem improbable in any other circumstance, but in this tale of intrigue, it seemed almost fitting. This woman, this unknown entity, appeared to be a puzzle within a puzzle. Her behavior was erratic, a cocktail of fear and anxiety that seemed to consume her. It was as if she was living in the shadow of a secret too daunting to reveal, too dangerous to keep. She was an enigma, a paradox, a piece of the puzzle that didn't quite fit. Her fear was palpable. It hung in the air like a dense fog, obscuring the truth. She was a woman on the edge, caught in a web of her own making, unable to extricate herself. Her refusal to cooperate with the police was baffling. They were the ones who could potentially shed light on the darkness that seemed to surround her. Yet, she remained tight-lipped. Her fear, it seemed, outweighed her desire for closure. She was a woman consumed by her own secrets, a puppet dancing to the tune of her own fear. Her involvement in this case was intriguing. It added a layer of complexity to an already convoluted mystery. It was as if she was a wild card, thrown into the game to stir the pot, to keep the players guessing. Her presence raised more questions than answers. Who was she? Why was she so afraid? How was she connected to the unknown man on Somerton Beach? The woman, like the case, remained an enigma, a mystery wrapped in a riddle, shrouded in secrecy. Her involvement added another layer of intrigue to an already puzzling case, a case that seemed to revel in its complexity, a mystery that refused to be solved. Years turned into decades and the Somerton man's story remained untold. Theories began to swirl around this enigmatic figure like leaves in a tempest, each one as intriguing and mysterious as the man himself. Some whispered of espionage, painting a picture of a suave, secretive spy whose cover was blown, leading to his silent, untraceable demise on the sandy shores of Somerton Beach. A tale of dark alleys, coded messages, and deadly secrets, worthy of a James Bond film. Others hypothesized murder, a plot of revenge or jealousy perhaps, a love triangle gone awry or a deal turned sour. The lack of struggle, the absence of any visible wounds, the poison that never showed up in the toxicology reports. It all pointed to a sophisticated, premeditated act. Then there were those who suggested suicide, a man broken by love, life, or loss, choosing the tranquil beach as his final resting place. The unlit cigarette resting upon his collar, the lack of identification, the unreadable code in his pocket, all symbolic of a life he wished to erase. But conjecture and speculation are not evidence. The truth needed to be pulled from the shadows. In 2021, 73 years after the body was discovered, the Somerton man was exhumed. Scientists hoped that with the advances in DNA technology, they could finally peel back the layers of mystery that had settled over this case like a thick fog. Yet the secrets of the Somerton man proved to be as tenacious as ever. The DNA tests, while offering tantalizing strands of information, failed to provide the definitive answers everyone was hoping for. The man's identity, his origins, and the circumstances of his death remained shrouded in mystery. But despite all efforts, the truth about the Somerton man remains elusive. A haunting reminder that some mysteries, no matter how much light we shine upon them, prefer to stay in the dark. The mystery of the Somerton man has left an indelible mark on the world of unsolved mysteries. It's a tale that has seeped into the very fabric of popular culture, a narrative so intriguing, so enigmatic, that it has enthralled and confounded generations of armchair detectives, professional investigators, and mystery enthusiasts alike. This perplexing case has served as an eerie muse for crime literature, its mystifying elements woven into narratives that leave readers at the edge of their seats. From the cryptic code found in the car to the unidentified man with no discernible cause of death, elements of the Somerton Man's story have been used as tantalizing plot devices, adding a layer of real-world mystery to fictional tales. The influence of this case extends far beyond the realm of literature. It has infiltrated television, film, music, and even the visual arts, its haunting narrative serving as a somber backdrop to works that explore the human condition, identity, and the chilling reality of our own mortality. Yet, perhaps the most profound impact of the Somerton Man is the legacy it has left within the world of criminology and forensics. It stands as a stark reminder that, even in an age of advanced technology and scientific breakthroughs, there are mysteries that remain stubbornly unsolved. This case has inspired countless professionals in the field to push the boundaries of forensic science, to question, to explore, and to seek the truth, no matter how elusive it may be. The Somerton Man case is, without a doubt, one of the most baffling unsolved cases in history. It's a mystery that continues to captivate, to puzzle, and to fascinate. It's a story that has transcended time and geography, a story that has become a part of our collective consciousness. The Somerton Man remains an enigma, an unknown man with an unknown story, forever etched in the annals of unsolved mysteries. This is the legacy of the Somerton Man, a legacy that continues to echo through the corridors of time, a haunting reminder of the enduring power of mystery. As we delve into the abyss of the unknown, we are reminded of the fragility of our own identity. The enduring mystery of the Somerton Man stands as a stark testament to this, a life lived yet lost in the annals of time, leaving behind an enigma that has puzzled us for decades. Each clue he left behind, like breadcrumbs in a dark forest, only leads us deeper into the labyrinth of uncertainty. The code, the unknown woman, the unresolved mystery, they all paint a haunting tableau of intrigue and suspense. We are left grappling with the enigmatic legacy of a man without a name, a face without a past. His story, though silent and faceless, echoes through the years, challenging us, taunting us with its tantalizing secrets. In the end, the Somerton Man continues to haunt us, a silent specter on a lonely beach, whispering a mystery we may never solve.